I started using this pattern one summer day several years ago when big, hungry trout on the East River near Gunnison, Colorado would only take the single, borrowed version I had of the fly. Since that time, I have been tweaking the pattern to make it prettier, to me, not necessarily to the fish, and float better. That day in Gunnison, the trout were eating real little yellow sallies, shown here thanks to troutnut.com. But I have also found that it works better than anything else imitating flying ants in high mountain lakes, and also seems to work as a general summertime attractor, which probably can look like a small grasshopper. The key materials that make this fly different than other similar flies are the moose mane body, the elk hair wing, and the orange foam parachute post. I regularly use whatever I have close at hand for the other materials, and it all works, though a long hook makes this a lot easier to tie because there ends up being a lot of stuff on the hook. The moose mane body is my favorite part of this fly. The lighter hairs from the mane can be white near the base, getting darker further up the hair. When wrapped over a thread base, this creates a natural color gradation on a segmented body. Getting the right color on this body has been a journey, since the hair has a hard, shiny surface that doesn't easily take marker, which is my usual approach to color. In this tie, I am using a hair that I softened with hot water and vinegar before hitting it with a Copic marker. The wing is the part that I've experimented with the most. The original Gunnison fly had a synthetic sheet wing, but I have switched it to elk hair for 3 reasons. Floats better, casts better, and I think natural materials tend to look more natural to the fish, or at least to me. I am using pre-formed round parachute posts because they are easier to work with than the alternatives, and the orange is highly visible on this low-floating fly. Attach the legs one at a time behind the post and then in front of the post, then tug them into place. I am dubbing a loose ball of blended beaver and emergence dubbing, blended in a coffee grinder. I like the slightly messier or buggier look. I wrap the hackle differently than many other tyers do. I wrap counterclockwise so that I can drop the hackle over the far side of the hook when done, and I tie it off around the post, sometimes adding an additional tie-off around the hook. I think that my approach is easier and neater, and I have never had a hackle slip out, unless properly mangled by a fish, which is a price I am willing to pay.